So we are live. A lot to get into in this particular video. I'm going to lean in on Kanye West's recent comments that he made while on the Drink Champ podcast or video podcast with Nori. Um, Kanye has been in the news for quite some time, mostly for the things that he says, not for the things that we know him for. The music is what we know Kanye West for at the end of the day, right? Made a couple of great albums. know, some people are calling him a musical genius. Um, was married to Kim Kardashian. And for me, I peeped this cat's style and the way he move, and always accepted the fact that he's foul. This is a foul dude. This is a dude that you can't really you can't really trust out here. Don't have the interest for his group. And again, like anyone else, he's not perfect. Nobody's perfect out here. Nobody's claiming to be perfect. Nobody's saying that you can't make mistakes in life. No one's saying anything like that. But at some point in time in life, as a man, you gotta own the things that you're saying and realizing that they're gonna have a collateral effect on people, whether you know it or not, and whether you know them or not. I'm gonna get into what he said in reference to George Floyd and that he, feels opposite of what the entire world saw. See what made George Floyd murder even more catastrophic was that the entire world got to see it. And there's so many people that were affected from abroad, other continents of the world, and they were like, damn, how does a man get done like that? How does a man get choked out like that on camera? And no one intervened, no one tries to help, no one tries to stop the situation from happening. And it's done by the authorities, the people that's supposed to be protecting the people that's supposed to be looking out for the best interests of the people, but yet and still a situation like that was able to transpire. For whatever reason, it seemed like when you're a celebrity, you get the biggest passes. Like some people can't even forgive their parents from not being involved in their life. Grew up without a pops. You're an adult now. You come around. You hold that resentment against your pops because he wasn't there for you when you needed him the most. And some people will carry that shit as a chip on their shoulder for the rest of their life, and they cool and content with that. But for whatever reason, when it comes to celebrities, we're very forgiving. We're very understanding. Even though these people have more than what the average person will ever have in several lifetimes of existence, live a life and have so much influence beyond any reasonable person's understanding, they can do and say whatever they want, and we will overlook it and condone it to some extent. I say, we as Black people, we've been really condoning a lot of things that have been detrimental to us, that is more in opposition of our advancement. And we got to own up to that. And how do we do that? We got to stop giving people audiences that don't deserve these audiences. And again, yes, Kanye West went too far, said too much, did too much. But at the same time, in the middle of his cancellation, because a lot of folks are saying he's being canceled right now, they're not rocking with him because of the anti-Semitic comments that he made. He said he was going to go DEFCON 3 on those folks. But these are the very same folks that are paying this cat. These are the very same folks that are putting dollars in his pocket, putting food in his children's mouth, giving him all the opportunities that he ever wanted, all his dreams that he ever wanted. At some point in time, it's best to believe that they have come true. But at the same time, you biting the hand that feeds you. And I'm here to say, well, how does that work? That doesn't work to me. That doesn't make sense to me. You was rocking with them when they were supporting you, giving you the opportunity to make your clothing, giving you all the advertisement and the endorsement and the limelight and the spotlight. And now they're your enemy. Now they're holding you back. Now they're not giving you opportunity. Now they're trying to cancel you. What's the culpability for a man that's damn near 40 years old? I've never been a billionaire. I never brushed shoulders with a billionaire. But you would think one that's a billionaire, you have some type of etiquette and understanding of your place and situational awareness and things that you can say and things that you shouldn't say. But again, he's getting a pass. This is the very same cat. Went on Drink Champs, was like, yo, George Floyd died of what? Fentanyl? He didn't die from the knee that Derek Chauvin applied to his neck. While handcuffed, while on his stomach for damn near 10 minutes. Nah, none of that didn't kill him. That didn't kill him. That wasn't. Nah, he didn't die because of that. He died because he had a knee on his neck, man. And that's a fact. That's not me making that up. That's not me trying to make the shit sound good. He didn't die from no fentanyl. He died from that man knee being on his goddamn neck. If that wasn't bad enough, slavery was a choice apparently for black folks. When did that happen? Slavery was a choice for black folks. This is a black man, black mama, black daddy. You would think this man would have some kind of knowledge of self, or understanding, or wisdom before you speak. Do some research. We're in the information age where, hey, yo, you can find whatever you want to find if you look hard enough. If you want some insight on some things, go to the folks that can give you the insight on those things. A man with the means that he have, you would think would be more grounded in reality to a degree. It's the very same man that want to sell you clothing inside of a plastic bag. This is the very same man that says he get his inspiration from the homeless people to design his clothes. But he ain't charging Walmart prices. He ain't charging Burlington Coat Factory prices. His clothes are astronomically high. So in a way, you can just see how in several situations in his presentation of things, he's a walking contradiction at the end of the day. And I get it. It's 2022. There's certain things you can't say. There's certain things you can't do. 20 years ago, it was cool to call somebody dumb if they were dumb. You're a dummy because you were dumb. Today, you can't even say that because you can get canceled. Today, you can't even be honest and real because people got feelings. And now we got to find ourselves twisting ourselves in knots and pretzels to accommodate every human being that exists. And I say that's bullshit. It's bullshit that a man like this get on the internet. And it's bullshit that Drink Champs, that platform gave this man the opportunity to say the things that he said and not check him on any of it. Just let him rock. He is who he is. They wanted the views. They wanted the clout. Well, you got the clout now. Drink Champs, y'all got the clout. Noriega, you got the clout. But I know deep down inside, because you from New York, Noriega, I know deep down inside you got to feel like a sucker to some degree because you gave a man an opportunity to cancel your whole platform because of clout, because you want the internet to see that your podcast is popping. So you don't check a grown man that's spewing information that ain't true, that ain't valid, that's also not reflecting in the good light of your own people. Because now you all over the place apologizing. You sorry, you didn't mean to put them on your channel. You would have did things different. You not this, you anti that. Now you anti everything. So now you going on a basically a publicity tour of apologies. But as a grown man, I couldn't be in the same room with another grown man if I know he's saying some shit that I don't agree with and he's saying some shit that ain't true and I not check him on it. That's what men's supposed to do. We're supposed to be in disagreement. Everybody's not going to agree on the same things. And if you were a stand-up man, you would understand that. And when someone's saying something that isn't factual, as a grown stand-up man, you're supposed to call them out on it. It don't got to be a confrontation. But see, today in 2022 and going forward in the future, I predict everybody going to be PC. Everybody just going to just let everything rock. I don't want to hurt this person's feelings. I don't want to hurt that person's feelings. So let me not say nothing to disrupt the apple cart from being picked. Everything is a go. And that's why you got the society we have right now. That's why we got a billionaire black man who came from nothing, right? Go on another black man platform and tell that black man, yo, that black man that was killed by the whole world was able to see it, George Floyd, the whole world saw that video. That particular black man, nah, it was the fentanyl that killed him. It wasn't Derek Chauvin. It was the fentanyl. He was so basically you just shitting on his whole grave because you feel like you above it all because of your money. And I tweeted Kanye West. I said a fool always part with his money. A fool was always going to part with his money. And not only that, as a black man, what kind of legacy you think you're leaving behind when you pass and move on? That's what I want to know. Your music is trash now. I can't listen to it. But I know there's somebody out there that's going to tell me he's the greatest rapper that ever lived. But then again, they're probably 20 years old. What have you done to advance the culture other than telling folks they trying to cancel me? No shit. If I'm paying you and you work for me and you biting the hand that's feeding you, I'm going to cancel you. That's like if I got a business, you work for me. I'm paying you good money, a good wage to live on. But yet you go into my competitor and you talking shit about the products that I'm selling in my business, but you work for me. Yeah, I'm gonna cancel you. Why wouldn't I cancel you? We got to live in this illusion as black folks. Oh, well, I'm independent. I'm independently owned. I got it out the mud. No, you got an opportunity, man. And most of the time, that opportunity came from a white person because, as we see here in America, black people do not look out for black people at all. They do not. There's no institutions that we have created that could substantially hold us down. We always working for somebody else, and that's what it is, and that's cool. But let's not sit here in front and act like we don't get our opportunities from white folks. Let's not sit here and act like, yo, if it wasn't for white folks as a collective coming together saying, yo, slavery is wrong. We need to do something different. We need to move on from slavery. Yo, we more likely than not would have still been slaves today. But we got in this fantasy world and our mentality that, yo, all black people was fighting for slavery and we strong on white folks and they had to free us. Bullshit. My thing, we got to be real and honest here, man. And real and honesty is not even spoken today like it should be and like it used to be. So what's next? All your billions, a billionaire. You can't say nothing. They cancel you off of the majority of the social media platforms. So what you gonna do? You gonna make your own social media platform, Kanye? And then what you gonna say? You got nothing to say because you don't say anything deep. Are you gonna apologize to the Floyd family for making that irresponsible comment? Because from what I hear, I can't confirm this, but it's been going around that they're looking to sue Kanye West and possibly Drink Champs for spreading misinformation. Yeah, I remember I was on YouTube last year on my other channel, Black Talk Today, right? Because I wasn't even supposed to be streaming this on this channel, but I was like, yo, it's a go. Last year, I made a video and I was talking about the beer, the beer virus. Can't say that on YouTube because then you get a red flag in your channel. They won't follow your shit. So I was talking about the beer virus. And I say, yo, I thought the vaccine was supposed to protect you from it. I was highly encouraged by my employer. They was mandating it that, yo, you got to get the injection. Yo, you got to get, you know, whatever one you decided to get, whether it's the Moderna, I forget the other one. So they put a lot of people like myself in a vicarious situation. Like, yo, if you don't work and get that shit done, yo, you unemployable. We're firing you. We're terminating your contract. So you kind of put a lot of people behind a rock and a hard place. And I said that last year. YouTube was like, yo, you're misinforming and spreading false information that isn't true. And I'm like, yo, how this isn't true? This was highly pitched to the public that, yo, you got to get the vaccine or you can be spreading the bear virus. This could be something that you can be contributing to your family, contributing to workers in the workplace, so on and etc. This is what they told us. If you don't get the shot, you could be infecting other people. I get that shot 6 months later, I get the bear virus. Now, mind you, my immune system is great. Well, been great prior to getting that vaccine. Shit been all over the place since I got the vaccine. So I'm saying all that to say this is like, yo, this is these people's platform. And as much as black folks, we want to be pro-black, we want to be in it to win it, we want to be independent, we want to be self-sufficient. This is still somebody else's platform. And if I can abide by their policies and laws in which they allow me to use their platform, they have every right to cancel me off their shit. But for whatever reason, we got to feel and think that we're above and we can circumvent the law. And this is what Kanye West is doing. He feels he's above it all. He got all the money in the world. I can do and say what I want. You don't own me. At the end of the day, someone else is writing your check. And until you writing someone else's check and you got folks working for you, you are nothing more than a worker, regardless of how many millions and billions you got in your account. And that's the God honest truth. So that's why I don't trip. I understand the place and the circumstances and the times that we in right now. But we keep giving this individual a pass, and he keeps saying shit that are just not logical and productive for black folks at this point in time. He's more counterproductive than productive for what we need him to do. You got all that money. You want to be remembered for something? Do something for your people other than acting like a jackass, crying, complaining, attacking other groups of people if you really want to do something different. That's what I would suggest. Because you can't keep coming on the internet. You can't keep going from platform to platform saying shit that you know is clickbait, saying shit that you know is going to get views, saying shit that you know is going to antagonize other groups of people, and then expecting folks to keep risking their platforms and risking everything that they work hard for to have your jackass, your dumbass go up there and speak and say something that can get them canceled. Shout out to the Floyd family. Um, Again, never met George Floyd. Not saying I knew him, none of that. But I'm not going to make mockery of that man's death. I'm not going to say things that aren't true, that I clearly saw with my own two eyes, just to be an antagonist. Not going to do it. It's not worth it. And I'm a grown ass man. Maybe Kanye West needs to start acting like a grown ass man too.